Hey everybody, welcome to the Garden Muse. Wanted to bring you guys with me to the kitchen where I was getting ready to make some dinner, but I kind of thought about something because I went to the grocery store and I was going to get myself some artichokes, and I noticed they're not really that popular. A lot of times, sometimes I see they go bad. There's plenty of them, but not that many people get it. And then when I went a couple times when I went to grab some artichoke, people looked at me and they're like, "What's that?" What's that? So I wanted to make this a special edition dedicated to one of my favorite plants in the thistle family. Artichoke is amazing. It's so tasty. I like it on its own, but I also like to dip it in butter. I mean, it's one of those where you don't need anything else besides some butter and salt. It's just so perfect on its own. It's really good for you. It is amazing for you, and it's delicious. I grew up with Italians too, so naturally, there was artichoke. But I notice now it's kind of, I don't know, you're just not seeing people cooking it anymore. So I wanted to show you guys and hopefully inspire you to go grab some at your local grocery store. And the easiest part is the preparation. You just have to cut it down. So what I did was with this one here, excuse me, I went ahead and I cut the artichoke. So I took out, you want to take out some of the leaves on the top here. See, these little leaves here? You can't really eat those. They're kind of tough and things like that. So I went ahead and I cut off all the top, the top ones that are hard, and I kept just the nice big thick ones, because when you cook artichoke, you also want to, underneath the leaves, these big giant leaves, they have meat in them too. So when you cook the leaves, you could use a spoon if you like, or a fork, and you could scrape underneath the leaves. A lot of people just use their teeth. And you could get what's underneath the leaves here. But also, you don't want to miss out on the best part, and that's the artichoke heart right here. This right here is basically kind of like the stem of the artichoke. Now you can't eat, I don't eat that white thistly stuff. Most of this in here, you're not going to be able to eat because it's a thistle. This is the bloom of the thistle plant. This one in particular. So you're going to be eating just this part here. You could also eat the stem. The stems are also really good as well. And so what I go ahead and do is I just cut them in half. I also make sure to cut off, I just cut this entire part, this entire end off. So I cut the end off right here because that's not very edible. These parts are kind of, if you'll notice, they're a little, they might stab you. They're a little, they got little spines sometimes. So I cut that part off, and as you can see here, I shortened it. And then I cut them in half so that way I could kind of shorten my cooking time. And then I took some water and I put lemon juice in the water. So, because once you cut, I have to let you know, once you cut the artichoke, once you cut the artichoke, it starts to turn a little brown. So you want to use the lemon juice for that. And then you go ahead and you take it and you put it on your stove. And now I cook this until it's really soft. I like it, yeah, so honestly, that could be about 30 to 40 minutes. So I'll go ahead and I will meet you guys back when this is finished. And voila, the finished product. So it kind of fell apart when I was taking it out of the hot water bath that I had it in, but as you can see here, it kind of fell apart, but this is the part that you want to eat. You could eat all of the stem, and there's some extra nice parts here. Now what I like to do is I'll take, for example, a little leafy part. Now you don't eat the part that you're holding, you only eat the ends. And then you just dip it in your butter, and and now I leave this part here because it's kind of thistly, so there's some parts you can't totally eat. Now show you this one. It's kind of not falling over. So again, you want to take out this part. You don't want to eat this white fuzzy part right here. So once you take out, and see, look at here how easy it comes out when you cook it. Whoa, it just comes right out. You see here? Sorry for the shadow, but you see it comes right out. So you take out the thistly part right here, and then you just have at it. Yeah, you know, a lot of people like to stuff artichoke. You could also stuff the artichoke with breadcrumbs and cheese, and you could also bake it if you like. That's another way that some people like to do that. So just wanted to give you guys a little idea and a little inspiration next time you're going into the grocery store. Go get yourself some artichoke, and let's make artichoke great again. Thanks for joining me on the Garden Muse.